If you use LeanData, you're likely also using some other software platforms to help you manage your sales and marketing processes. Salesloft is one such platform, and LeanData has an integration with Salesloft, such that the two platforms can be used in conjunction with one another. To do this, we are assuming that you have access to a Salesloft account, and if you do, you can go ahead and connect the two systems together to ensure that they can speak to one another. To do so, you would go to the admin page in the LeanData dashboard, and then go to the integrations page, which will list out all of our integrations, and Salesloft is one of them. You can see in this instance, I've already authorized Salesloft, but you may need to do so in your instance. So when you go to authorize it, we will provide the instructions here to make that authorization. We will also give you a self-serve guide, which you can use and follow step-by-step how to do that. But essentially, we'll be asking for a Salesloft authorization application ID and a client secret, and that will ensure that the two systems are connected. Once you've connected the two systems, let's go to a router graph. And we'll set up a very simple graph here just to illustrate some things that you can do with this integration. So one of the things that I have come across is you can actually use a campaign member trigger node. So let's say someone registers for an event that you're having, and you want that registration to kick off some communication with one of your sales reps. And you manage those communications within a Salesloft cadence. So what you can do here is set up a updated campaign member entry node and just set your conditions. So here I'm just going to do status equals, meaning status will be changed to equal this value, and we'll do registered. And I only want to do this for event campaigns, so I'm going to add an additional filter here. And I'm going to select campaign, and then I'm going to look at campaign type. And let's say we want to do this for event. Let's do field events. You can obviously select all the different values that you want here. And we'll relabel this edge for events. Okay, perfect. So now we have our entry point, and let's do a very, very simple graph. We want to check for an account match. And if we find an account match, let's go ahead and assign the lead record to the matched account. And let's say if we don't find an account match, we will go ahead and assign that via some round robin. Okay, so where does Salesloft fit in here? Well, maybe after you assign the lead record to the appropriate person, whether it be a round robin or to an account owner, what you can then do is add a Salesloft node to add that lead to a cadence, and a cadence that you get to select. So let's go ahead and select a cadence. We want the cadence to be coming from the lead owner, but you can also select other people, some other user field, or if you have a specific user in mind, you can also do that. So let's go ahead and select a cadence. I'm going to select just a test cadence that we have. This will just list out all of your team cadences here. And then we'll click done. Now we have a node that will assign whichever lead enters this node to a specific cadence that's coming from the lead owner. So let's go ahead and configure our round robin node. I'll just select any round robin here. And under advanced settings, I need to designate the next node. Instead of terminating right there at the round robin, I will direct this to our add to cadence node. So you can see the flow comes in this way. If there's no match, we will round robin the record and then add that lead to a cadence. We want to do the same thing with the matched account owner. So if a lead gets assigned to a matched account owner, we also want to add that lead to a cadence because we want to kick off that communication after they register for this event. Great. Now you can see here from end to end, from when someone actually registers for the event, we will automatically send out a cadence welcoming them to this event, or maybe sending out some welcome materials or things like that. Now, there may be some instances where you don't want to send the same cadence. Maybe you have a slightly different cadence for if someone is from an existing account in your system versus if someone is brand new from no account. So you can actually create two separate cadences, and you can use different Salesloft add to cadence nodes to send them to the appropriate cadence. So let's say our original cadence was just a generic cadence, and it uses very generic language. And what we want to do is have a specific cadence that's designated for those whom already have an account in the system. So what I can do is I can just duplicate that add to cadence node. Now I have a copy of it, and I will direct the leads that are assigned to an account owner, and we're presuming that there's some already like a level of familiarity there, so we don't need to use the generalized language, but maybe something more familiar. And I'll go ahead and open my Salesloft add to cadence node, and I'll simply select a different cadence, one that is more aligned with the kind of language that I want to send out for these particular leads. So I'll go ahead and hit done. And this is just a very simple example of the ways that you can use a Salesloft add to cadence node for an end-to-end marketing and sales process here. So from when someone interacts with the campaign to when a sales rep reaches out, all of that is handled within LeanData, utilizing Salesloft functionality to do so. Hope that helped.